Hello. As far back as I can remember been singing in church. That's where it all started. I'm still there now. Singing in church is all about unity, getting people to connect with the message that you're trying to deliver. And hopefully that's what I want to bring to the 100.
What's going on? Low score,
so
low
what
score,
do you think we need now?
Mate, I need to I need to feel something again.
Some people think my voice is smooth and soulful. Other people think my voice is loud and brash. So hopefully the 100 will like me, but...
Here comes the next act. 80 is the score to beat.
Oh.
Ooh.
He looks nice, happy.
Please deliver.
Hey, I'm James, I'm from Derby. I'm happy to be here tonight and I'm gonna take it down a couple notches.
Derby has got the most stressful ring road I've ever been on. It's a little Derby fact.
Please be good.
Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon, past the infatuation phase. And though love sometimes hurts, I still put you first. We'll make this thing work, but I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people.
Oh my God.
We don't know which way to go.
That's creamy.
Yeah.
It's 'cause we're ordinary people. So maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh. This time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. Maybe we'll live and learn. Maybe we'll crash and learn. Maybe we'll grow. We'll never know. Maybe you and I were just ordinary people.
Firstly, let's go from the top. James, please talk to me about yourself, growing up, your childhood, and how you got to where you are now.
So I'm from Derby, which is a small city. Put that out there for people that think we're a town. We are a city. We have a cathedral. God bless you. So yeah, I'm from Derby. My dad's a pastor, so from Derby, I've been members of I've moved around a bit in terms of like church and stuff. But yeah, a bit about myself. That's always a weird, awkward answer, isn't it? So I'm 24. I'm 24. I work as a session singer, which is just providing backing vocals or just vocals for like artists, whether in a live setting or a studio setting, like other projects and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I find it awkward to talk about.
Nah, that's fine.
Wait, growing up, childhood.
Yeah, childhood.
I loved Lego as a child. Was that what you were? No.
Oh
no, so growing up. So growing up,
You're on the spot. Look at this. Go on.
I'm very good at coming up with answers. But childhood is like, what do you? I was a very loud child, which has not changed. I was always involved in like performing arts and things like that from a really young age, and like playing drums in church and singing and all that stuff. I'm not a drummer, by the way. Let me just throw that out there. I'm not a drummer. Yeah. But I definitely think growing up, because that was my dad's a pastor, growing up in a house where I suppose there was always some level of a spotlight on you, kind of made life easier later down the line when you do a lot of things and the spotlight is on you and eyes and ears and opinions are always on you. So I think it kind of, from a young age, you're just used to kind of being aware of yourself. So, yeah.
Okay, so let's focus on that. Let's focus on your dad and your childhood growing up underneath a PK as a pastor's kid. So with that, was there any challenges that came with that? Because you said that after a while it got easier. Why did it get easier?
I suppose anything gets easier the more you do it over time. The more you experience something over time, it gets easier. It's kind of like you go to the gym, and like the more you're like lifting 10 kg over time, that just gets easier to the point where it's nothing. You can do it without thinking, without effort. So, and then especially having grown up in Newt, where my granddad planted a lot of the churches, a lot of the fellowships that are still standing today, he started them along with bishops and lots of other amazing great men. And so having that on top of being a PK, eyes was always on you. Eyes, ears, but also people's expectations as well. Which is probably something I probably more struggled with, and always feeling like I have to meet an expectation, always feeling like you can't fall short, you can't let the family name down. So yeah, over time you learn to deal with things like that, and you learn to find yourself, your identity, and navigate yourself as you grow into becoming it. Because I'm only 24, and so kind of growing into your identity and navigating that, you kind of just learn how to do it.
Okay, interesting. So my question to you, because you grew up in church underneath a PK, and of course your job is a session singer, and with being a session singer, you can't always necessarily stay within the gospel industry. You're out in the music industry, you're singing for different secular artists. How was that for you? How did that affect you? Did it change your walk with God, or was it challenging? Like, talk to me about
that. This is going to be a boring answer, but it didn't really. It's a job. I've never been pushed to do anything that I felt. No, actually it's true. Let me. There was a time I had to turn down a tour, and I'd been 100% okay. Cool. I've done film, I've done advert, I've done TV. I had a couple of things on my career. Everyone in your career, you have things you tick off and things you want to do. And a tour, like a proper tour, was one of the things that I hadn't done yet. And I had to turn it down because there was a lot of profanity in the songs. And I was just like, I can't do it. So it was, I can't lie, it wasn't a hard decision to make. Yeah. But I didn't like that I had to make that decision, because obviously I wanted to go on the tour, innit? But as regards to how it affected my walk, it didn't really. I never had any. So there's obviously, you get the usual comments like, how can you be singing behind a secular artist and things like that. I'm like, okay, well, how can you work for someone who's Muslim? How can you work for someone who's gay? It's no different. You know what I'm saying? In an office setting, you work with people of all different walks of life. Same in my setting, I work with people from all different walks of life. And when you realize, when you meet some of these artists, and a lot of the people behind, the singers, and especially singers and musicians, all Christian. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are Christian anyway. Not that it would make a difference if they weren't, but yeah.
Okay, so talk to me about the adverts and TVs, things that you've done on TV and things like that all together now and things like that. Talk us through that. What have you done?
I've done some great things, thank God.
Amen.
This is your way of getting me to just bait out my CV, innit?
Yep. Let the people know. Know.
So, because I don't like just talking about what I've done. Anyway, I find it awkward. So, adverts, you're referring to the Just advert, both of them. Have you seen the new one?
With Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, and I heard your voice. It's sick like that. Yeah.
So, the Justy adverts. What I suppose people don't really know is I've written other adverts. Now, they didn't get chosen, but I was still asked to participate. But it's great because I'm trying to get my foot in that door, innit? I'm trying to get my foot in that door. I did record, I didn't write. There's one advert I didn't write, but I recorded an advert for Budweiser for the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
which was super underrated. When I got the call, fam, I was so gassed. So gassed. Especially because this was obviously after I had participated in the American show Sunday Best, and that didn't really end the way I wanted it to. But so at some point the interview will come to that.
Oh, you know.
Yeah. And so we'll come to that. But because I was in a place at the time, I felt like I needed to redeem myself. I was like, it's the Super Bowl. What is like, fam? Oh, you can't say nothing to me after that. So yes, that was a lot of fun. The way I got that was very much, really, if we're gonna go back to like the root altogether now. So there was a vocal coach from there who had suggested me for a studio session to Kylie Minogue's MD, who was the pop group Steps. One of their singers, Claire Richards, was recording a solo album. So recommended me to do backing vocals on that. I did that. Met a singer on there called Addie Tone, who recommended me to her friend Tony for the Just Eat thing. And so that's kind of how it happened. So yeah, that's the advert. TV, there's like, she's backing vocals for shows like Britain's Got Talent, X Factor, National Television Awards, Brit Awards, things like that. Yeah, and then I suppose in terms of music, like artists, I've done on Emily Sandé. I did her album. I've done her live a few times. I've done Stormzy live a few times. Gregory Porter. He's a bit older though. Not a lot of young people know about Gregory Porter. But
I do.
He's an American. Yeah, so I did his album. I was supposed to. I was supposed to be in rehearsals with Gregory this week actually, to do London dates, but coronavirus.
COVID-19.
Yeah. Boy. But yeah, that's just a little short overview.
Thank you. So if you don't know, James was on Sunday Best. Sunday Best is a show hosted by Kirk Franklin, the Kirk Franklin. James Thompson flew out to America to take part in the competition. Talk us through that experience, because I know that it must not have been easy. Definitely must not have been easy.
If I'm honest, actually going to America was easy. Like just the idea of going to America, to sing, that didn't scare me initially. But let me briefly document. I'll give you the journey for you. So I had seen something about Sunday Best coming back. I thought it was a joke and then it wasn't until my cousin Bianca sent it to me, and she was like, "Oh, you should do it." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." Anyway, so I was in London the day before the auditions, funnily enough, because I was ministering out with Seth and A&T. And then I woke up the morning of the audition because I stayed over in London, which I don't think was chance. I don't really believe in coincidence. And I woke up the morning of, and I didn't want to go. I told me, I was like, I'm not going. Like, nah, fam, I'm good. I've done all together now. I don't want to be known as the TV competition guy. And I woke up in the morning and I said, God, if it's your will for me to go, let me know and I'll go. If not, I don't mind. I had a barbecue planned for that day to go to my friend's barbecue. I was perfectly fine to go and eat my chicken and my mac and cheese and drink a good juice. I was fine to do that. Which I ended up missing the barbecue more than we did in the end. Anyway, so I ended up going to the interview, to the auditions. Obviously they chose me. Went to America. I was excited. I was nervous, of course, but I was so excited and so grateful for the opportunity as well. Because God had always told me personally and through other people, you're going to travel the world, and so I thought, yeah, God, this is. Obviously, I'd sung in other countries before, but I was like, this is the manifestation of God's promise. So obviously we go, I'm doing, because I was the only international contestant. So I'm doing interviews, cameras are following me around. I basically filmed like a whole special with BET International. So did that, and I had a great time. And then it came time to sing. And I think I put so much pressure on myself. It flopped. It didn't go well. And the judges were strong in opinion, we'll say that. Strong in opinion. And that was hard to take.